Hello, folks. Now, before I dip my taint into this review, I gotta make one thing clear. I wasn't going into this movie as a Batman fanboy. I've always been more of a Spider-Man queef myself. Batman is second place. Okay, so I wasn't going in with Batman-shaped rose-tinted glasses ready to give it a 10 out of 10. I was going in thinking I would enjoy this movie, wanting to see a good psychological thriller detective story. All right. But goddamn, I might as well have pulled up in full cosplay with my cock out, ready to bat bust. Because holy shit, this movie pops off in so many different ways. I couldn't contain myself. I was jittering like a giddy 6-year-old on a Saturday morning in my Batman jammies again. I wasn't expecting to jump up and down and eek like a schoolgirl anytime Batman would do Batman shit. But Batman doing Batman shit was so fucking cool. It just hit me in all the right places, tickled my pickle in just the right way, and made me feel like a kid again. And I have to say, my two favorite film genres are film noir and mob movies. Somehow, this movie has both. It has like old school detective film noir elements and like Scorsese mob movie elements. Could it get any better? Now, I could sit here and talk about, the shot composition and the cinematography. And those are conversations that this movie deserves having. But you already know it's all amazing. The performances of yada yada, everything on a technical and directorial standpoint is top notch, is mwah, mwah, chef's kiss. You already know it. You've seen all the other reviews talk about that. What I want to focus on is how this movie made me just giddy to see Batman again. Now, they clearly are trying to hit home the aspect of, what if Batman was real? What if there was really a Batman in the real world? And I think that makes it even cooler because they solved the age-old question, well, if Batman was real, you just shoot him in the face and that he'd be dead. That'd be it. Batman gets lit the fuck up in this movie by every caliber weapon known to man. The goons in this movie must have gotten into Jake Paul's armory. Finally, there's a Batman movie where all the goons don't stand in a single file line, holding their gun, waiting their turn to get their cheeks spread and get daddy domed by Batman. It was just awesome. The action scenes in this movie were euphoric. Just seeing no cuts, just full frontal ass pounding is amazing. Seeing him take out a room of baddies in one take was just absolute eye candy. There is an actual John Wick dance club fight scene with Batman. I need not say more. Now, I've seen online mostly just masterpiece. I've also seen online some fucking awful takes. These people are just miserable husks of a human being at this point, just going to the ends of the earth to suck any and all joy out of life. Fun fact about me, I like to enjoy movies. I'm not going and grasping at straws, making the most wild reaches to find the most minute, insignificant detail that no one in their right mind would ever notice to be a bubble-blowing baby about and make stinky. I've heard Bruce Wayne isn't a playboy. He's emo all the time. And I thought that worked perfectly for this movie. Also, the only time we ever see him in the public eye is at a funeral. That's what no one's talking about. I don't think him being like, chumming it up with the executives at the funeral, like, no. This is a young Bruce Wayne. He's, I think, 20 in this movie. When you're that young, he doesn't understand the importance of taking the mantle of the Wayne enterprise yet. He doesn't want to worry about politics and business. He wants to be Batman 24/7. I felt like the movie made that clear, and I felt like this version of Bruce Wayne fit perfectly in this story that they were trying to show us. This real, gritty world. It worked. It worked for me. Now, there actually was something I didn't like in the movie. I know, I have a complaint. I didn't like the Joker appearance at the end. I'm kind of jokered out. I loved that they focused on other villains like the Riddler. It was so refreshing. I feel like I have Joker whiplash. We go through Jokers like fucking Fortnite cameos. Do we really need another Joker already? I don't know. I didn't like it. Can we get a Mr. Freeze movie? Like, what does it take for a guy to get a good Mr. Freeze movie? All right, but I digress. Minor complaint. Moving on. Yeah, so I thought this was the best rendition of Batman yet. I thought there's no cooler Batman. I loved how human he felt. They really struck a balance between making him feel flawed and human, but still like that fear factor and intimidation is there. He feels like a tank, but he still feels like he's getting his footing. And I love that he fucks up. I love that he gets hit. If you're fighting 10 guys, you're going to get clapped up. And I love that. He gets whacked. He gets shot. He falls over. He stumbles. But he's never feels like a bitch. He still feels like an absolute unit. And I love it. I thought this movie was everything I wanted it to be. It had the artsy layers of an A24 movie, but it still had badass Batman ass whooping that made you feel like a kid again. What else could you want? Robby P is daddy, and I love you. Bye.